Morning, boys and girls. So today is Monday, and we are going to be working on applying what we learned in vocabulary last week. So you are going to need your vocabulary learning packet, and the first page you're going to be using is your match the meaning. So yours will look like mine. So I'm gonna show you how to go ahead and complete this. So you can do this in your packet, and then you can go ahead and do it, copy your answers onto the Google form, and then you will submit that and turn that into us. If you choose only to do it on the pages, you'll have to take a picture and then email your teacher. So I'm going to show you how we're going to start with match the meaning. So basically, for each item, you're going to choose the word whose meaning is suggested by the clues given. And then we're going to write that word in the space provided. So I'm going to look at the very first one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cover up everything else, so I am only looking at that first one. So the first question says, or the first sentence says, a forest fire made the frightened herd blank toward the river. Well, I have to choose a word that's going to go in that spot. So I'm first going to look at that sentence, and I'm not even going to look at the words. I'm going to look at that sentence, and I'm going to say forest fire. I'm going to underline forest fire. Well, I know a forest fire is not a good thing, and it also could be a very scary thing. So I'm going to underline that. And it said it made the frightened herd. Ooh, frightened. That means I'm scared. So I must be scared of the forest fire. And that word herd, now that word herd means a group of animals of some sort, because I know that the other word herd, Heard, would be used what I would use with my ear. So that would be my ear. So we're not listening to anything. And they are blanking towards the river. Well, the river must mean water. So if there was a forest fire and I was scared, I might want to head towards the river so that I could get in the water so that the fire wouldn't get me. So I need to pick a word that's going to make the most sense. Well, demonstrate. That kind of means to show. And if you go back and you use your definitions, so here's my definitions, and I look back here at demonstrate, I'm going to look at my synonyms. My synonyms say to model, illustrate, to reveal. So let's see. A forest fire made the frightened herd illustrate towards the river. No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's go to stampede. Well, if I look up the word stampede, I always think of a stampede of a bunch of horses or a bunch of cows coming towards me. And there's stampede. And when I look here, it says a flight or dash, to bolt or to charge. Well, I guess if I was bolting or charging, I would be heading towards that. I think that's going to be B. But I'm going to keep on looking. So I'm going to look at the word pledge. Well, I know when I say the Pledge of Allegiance, that means I am going to be making a commitment. And so if I look up the word pledge, looking back at your pages again, a pledge means a guarantee or to vow, swear, or vouch. Well, that doesn't make too much sense. And to haul, well, that means to kind of carry. So a forest fire made the frightened stampede carry towards the river. That doesn't make sense. I'm going to definitely go with stampede. So I am going to go ahead and circle stampede, and I'm going to also write that in my space here. And I'm using a dry erase marker so that I can erase it. So it's kind of hard to write it small. All right, I'm going to take a look at the next one. The next one says, to offer helpful advice is to give, well, let's see. I already saw a pledge in the last one, and that kind of meant to make a vow. Not quite sure about that one. So let's see. And a celebrity. Well, I noticed that celebrity, I know that, because that would be like saying somebody famous. So like Miss Downs, well, to offer helpful advice is to give somebody famous. That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to cross that one out. And I'm going to cross pledge out too because that didn't make any sense. Let's see, to haul. To haul might mean to carry something. And if I look here, it says to carry, to lift, to tug. To offer helpful advice is to give, to carry, to haul. No, that doesn't make any sense. It's got to be counsel. But let's go back and look at counsel again. Because counsel was one of those ones that I rated as a 1, and I wasn't really sure about that when we were doing it. So I'm going to look at I'm going to look at counsel, and I am going to see that means advice, wisdom, guidance. Oh, to offer helpful advice is to give counsel. Oh, that's definitely it. So I'm going to go ahead and circle that, and I'm going to write that in that spot. Okay, so what I want you to do is to go ahead and continue down through those. Make sure that you are using those definitions and using your strategies to find out the best answer for that question there. If you need any help, like I said, go back and use that dictionary and use your synonyms. I'll see you tomorrow.